parts. It is currently 6 o'clock in the morning, quite early, definitely. I'm outside at the house, actually, back where it all started, in the garage where it all began, you guys. You almost can tell that there was some remnants of Toyota 4Runners being taken apart in here. But yeah, guys, I got my trucks here. I got my '07 V8. Just had the timing done on this by a local company, A1 Auto Works, just because it's a little bit beyond my expertise, knowledge, and didn't want it taking too long. Wanted to get out camping this coming up Tuesday, or Wednesday rather. So got it back. She's running great. I also have my third gen, which is kind of parked for a moment as I got some boots on the CVs that are tear a little bit. I think this one's a little bit worse actually. So got some new CVs, new lower ball joints. I have new bushings for lower control arms. I have I have a gussets for the spindles. I was gonna get a rebuild kit for the upper control arms, and I have Kings on this one. I do have some Bilsteins in the rear. I was thinking about doing an outer shock relocation kit on this guy. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the extended, like for the 10-inch hoop, like I have on the 4th gen. So the OSR kit I have on the 4th gen is made by Taylor Friel. So this guy here. So it's a very similar design that he has, but it would go for the outboard shock relocation kit, since you can see the 3rd gen has it on the inside. So thinking about maybe just doing a standard, because I have a standard like 8-inch Radflow shock that I was thinking about putting on there. So I don't know if I want to put that on the trailer. I also have these Dobinson that came off of some extended like long travel for maybe going on the trailer. Let me know if you guys think I should swap out the current Bilstein. I think those are like 4160s. I have a 2-inch Icon lift. I do have a Panhard correction kit on the trailer build here, guys. Just put these 35s on, some Baja Boss MTs. These are matching tires for my truck. So as you can see, I have the same tires. Things are basically brand new. So I do have one spare to go for trailer and truck. This thing is probably not going to hold a 35. Don't want to put it on top. Don't want to pay for an extra rim to match. These are just standard cheap Toyota rims. I do have a spare tire under the trailer. It's mostly for an emergency in case I need to limp it out. But that's just like I think it's a 285 at the spare, technically for my 3rd gen. Because I run 285 Bajas on that one. But some updates, guys, on the trailer. Enough about the trucks and everything. I have been working on the solar. So as you can see, I have the Bougie, or Bouge, whatever you want to call it, RV 200 watt flexible solar panel. I have the negative and the positive splitting down on each side. I'm using the KC Haida wires at the top. This side needs to be redone. It's starting to lift up a little bit right there. But solar is all hooked up. I have it running into this section here for where the fenders would be. Some people are probably wondering why that piece is missing. Well, obviously I need to get in there to do some wiring. I got it ran into the cab using some existing little plugs and got everything as wired as cleanly as possible. I also have some stuff. This is like one of the first things I did, like a little metal plate that I fabbed up. Just cut it up by hand, painted it, steel it, plugged the brake booster hole. And then I just kind of used some random little plugs that came factory from Toyota, guys. I just kind of reused all the Toyota parts to plug all these holes. Some of these I couldn't, like the main engine harness. I just got everything kind of taped over with some white duct tape until I can get all that maybe professionally welded or amateur welded, as I have a welder hiding somewhere over here. So a little MIG welder, nothing crazy, never welded before, but just haven't had the time to, you know, learn how to teach myself. I do have a fender, so I plan on cutting this about yay, so that way it matches up with this as much as possible. I do have another fender at my shop, so I plan on using one for each side, and then I also have a hood that I was thinking about putting, because I still have the spots for the balls to put like a what do you call it, like the little struts for the hood, and then also the spot still for the hinges. So I have a hood that is been crashed, but the back half is still good, so I was thinking about cutting that and then maybe having like a little lid section right here, and then having it fold up, and then maybe it's like it'll go up like this or something. I'm not sure, guys. I'm always thinking of ideas. If you guys have any cool ideas that you think I could incorporate into the trailer, please leave a comment. Let me know what I should do, because I'm always looking for something different. I have some little storage space down here too. I was thinking about maybe doing like a diesel heater, something, just because there's definitely some clearance in here. But on to the inside, you guys. Solar wires going in. So I have everything kind of thrown in here with pillows and stuff as I've been working. So first things first, I do have a black headliner, which has starlit headliner. So this actually came out of a truck that I parted out. And so I do have it wired in to the back here on the side. I just put these molle panels in. And so all of the fiber wire goes into this little guy. So there's like a little box for all the fiber wires. And then I have the power running down into this section under here, which is where my aux beam main controller is at. And so I do have an aux beam 8-gang controller. I'm going to turn that on here for you guys in a moment. But we do have an entire sleeping platform with little puzzle cutouts that were all done. If you guys see the video, my 8-year-old daughter helped actually cut this out. And she is my number one camper. She loves to go camping with me. So I just got some extra wiring stuff in here for now. Little inverter, headlamp, just some random stuff so it stays organized as I'm about to head out here next week. But there's still some more wiring and stuff I got to finish. I have like a little USB thing here that I want to put in there. What else do I got to put in there? I think I have another like USB charger over there somewhere too. But let me get to the other side, guys. You can see I have the power wire coming in over here somewhere, and then it kind of tucks around, goes into this. So this is actually the main compartment for all the solar stuff. So I'm going to show you guys that. This is a 2000 Toyota 4Runner, guys. So this is my battery compartment, solar, using the Redodo 100 amp, milliamp, whatever. These are mini LiFePO 4s. So I do have the MPPT solar 150 controller. And when I turn this guy on, you'll notice we get instant power to our aux beam. And so I have everything set up right now. So in order to use something, you have to use the aux beam. Just so that way there's, I don't know, some type of consistency, I guess, with everything. I just wanted to make it easy. But when you turn that on, that's going to give you access to turn these on. So if you don't have this on, you're not going to be able to control anything. So if you guys think that's dumb, let me know. I don't think it is. I think I just have everything here, easy to use. It's for the kids, so that way if they know that they need to use something, they know they need to push a button first. And that's just to kind of help, hopefully avoid with any drainage and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just what I thought of. But I do have obviously other power and stuff going in here. I forget exactly. Oh, that one goes to music. Um, so you guys just heard that little sound that kicked on right there. That's for the little music box I have hooked up. I believe that one is here. This is probably one of the coolest things I think I put in here. So I use stock JBL speakers from 20 years ago. This is a Audio Express BT170. You guys check this thing out on Amazon. Literally less than $20. 40 watts. Nothing crazy, but plenty for the trailer. So you can do an auxiliary in. You got your power and then just 2 wires for speakers. Nothing crazy. Super, super simple. It's got a little bass and treble controller, sound controller. So this is going to go somewhere. Haven't decided where. But this thing freaking bumps. I had it playing when I installed it, and I was like really surprised by how loud it was. So that's really cool. For the wiring, all the wiring I did using the little copper connectors and this little crimp right here. So got everything wired as nicely as possible, measured as nicely as I could, accurately as possible. Everything's running to bus bars. So I do have my power bus bar, and then I have my negative bus bar. So everything is kind of like on the same side of the trailer. And then there'll be room for storage in here because obviously this will be gone. And then this compartment over here is, once again, that's where the aux beam is at. This tray back here still needs to be finished. I'm actually going to talk to my buddy David Borland, who does drawer systems, and possibly see if maybe he can help me redesign this into something that works a little bit better. But I'm going to be camping with him this weekend, so if you're watching, David, we'll talk about it. But yeah, guys, the molle panels are from boxx fabrication. I got those quite a while ago. I just had the time to put them in because I needed to actually do the wiring behind the panels before I could put those up, obviously. So that's why it took me so long. With the new shop and moving and just everything, it's been kind of crazy. But it's been really exciting, and I'm really glad to have these finally installed. So I have some random little goodies. What do I have? Like a couple little hammocks. So I plan on getting those strapped up there. Got everything bolted down. I need to still cut out the plastics for the lower to go around these. But first, we're going to see about redoing this. This is a good concept design. Obviously, it cost me a little bit of money. It still might work. We might be able to still use the same stuff. Just, you know, figure it out a little bit differently. So this is the trailer, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. I also missed these. These are from 4Cam Engineering. These are carbon filters for the 4th gens. So I actually have these in black. I specifically requested the red because I wanted it to match the overall design of, you know, my truck and everything in the trailer. So I just wanted a little red accent. But they do come in black. Typically, your bumper would be here, so you actually wouldn't see it. So color mostly does not matter. Even with mine, with the aftermarket bumper, you know, it's still pretty covered. But you can see I have the same filters on there. So those keep the dust out. If you guys are looking for those, I'll be having those on my eBay store soon. So that way you guys can put those kits together using your existing vents. You just pop them apart and then put the new piece on with some glue. This is a trailer build, guys. I'm going to update, maybe even do a little live video depending if I have some service out while I'm camping. We got some new wire protector on here and some more stuff to get wired in the coming weeks, you guys. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and go get out there and wheel.